Hi, this is Mary the Medicine Woman, and this video goes along with my blog post called Healthy Habits Made Easier. And today I'm joined once again by my lovely daughter, Ariel McCleary, and we're going to talk about a really interesting healthy habit that she has, I guess, would you say developed, discovered? What do you say about a habit?
Ooh, discovered is good. I'd say practice.
Okay, practice. You discovered it at some point.
Yes.
And now that's what a habit is, something that you practice and you do it over and over. So tell us about that, because I didn't touch on it at all in my blog post. So it's a totally different vibe.
Sure. So one healthy habit that I practice is that when I feel the urge to binge eat or to eat when I'm not really hungry, I feel like a lot of people have this problem where they'll just eat emotionally, or they'll eat because they're stressed or because work is going crazy or whatever. They're really busy and they just have to shovel down a bunch of food. Whenever I notice that I want to reach for food and I'm not hungry, I have started practicing asking myself, what is this food filling for me? Like, what void is this food filling?
Wow.
And 10 out of 10 times, it's always like to fill an emotional void. Maybe it's I'm stressed. Maybe I need comfort and I don't have it right now. Maybe I feel, I don't know, I can't, I'm not a whole person. And I feel like the food is like, in my head, I'm thinking that, these chips will make me feel like a complete person, which is, doesn't make sense. But in the moment, that's what it feels like.
So can we back up? Because I think you hit on a couple things that are very interesting. Mm-hmm. How do you know you're not actually hungry? Because I think this is what people struggle with. Like, what is like an emotional hunger, which is what you're describing, or a need for something else, or a need for food. How do you tell in your own body or mind when you need to nourish yourself with food or when you need to do something else, which we'll get to? But
yes, that's a great question. So sometimes it's hard to tell and sometimes it's easy. The easy way is if you have if my stomach is physically growling, I am hungry. Or if my stomach is feeling that hunger feeling. I mean, everyone knows what that feels like when you haven't eaten for hours. You know what it feels like. It's like,
I'm not sure everybody does.
Really?
I think because people just kind of eat all day sometimes.
I guess that's true.
Like we've kind of maybe lost track of what hunger is.
I guess that's true.
Physical hunger.
So then it gets more difficult to decide whether I'm actually physically hungry or not. Is like I said, if like you said, if I've been snacking all day, it's like, am I actually hungry because I haven't had a full meal today? Or am I just, so I think the way that I try to figure that out more logically and not really listening to my body, because maybe my body says I'm hungry, but logically I think, okay, when was the last time I ate? An hour ago. What did I have? Was it a lot? Was it a little?
Great point.
And I just think about that and I'm like, if I had a whole bowl of cereal 30 minutes ago, I'm probably not hungry right now. Just logically, I'm honestly probably not.
That's very practical.
Yes.
Okay, and I love the grain of that habit of asking yourself. What was the question you ask yourself? What am I trying to fill?
What am I trying to fill? What void am I trying to fill?
Okay, if it's not stomach void,
it's emotional stress.
And do you get the answer right away? Or is it something that you might have to sit with? Because I feel a lot of times we're very impatient. Yeah. What void am I trying to fill? 5 seconds go by. Don't have an answer. Must be potato chips.
Yeah.
Can't wait for this. Don't have time to wait.
That's good you brought that up. I think that's part of it is you have to be comfortable with sitting in the discomfort for just a little bit.
Now
I know.
This is what we talk about all the time.
All the time.
You have to be willing to be uncomfortable for a little while.
Yes. It's like sometimes I'll give myself a time marker too. I'll be like, if I still feel like I need these potato chips in 15 minutes, then I can reevaluate.
Okay.
Or 10 minutes, I can reevaluate.
Not
on
an
a really
hour?
bad day,
An hour?
5 minutes.
You never give yourself an hour?
Yeah, I do, but it's like you check in after 15 minutes.
I love that.
Or 10 minutes, and then another 15, and then another.
That's so gracious to yourself.
Yeah, it's just to be like, do we still feel this way? Yes? Okay. Maybe let's wait another 10 minutes and just see how we feel. And eventually, I mean, a lot of the times, some days are really bad, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to emotionally eat. But as long as I recognize that is what I'm doing, then it's okay. I can be gentle with myself. I can be like, today was a long day. I'm going to have some potato chips.
Okay.
Or I'm going to have a donut or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think that's interesting to allow yourself, and I think there's some self-trust there, I think is what I'm going for. Like if you allow yourself to ask the question and wait for the answer, I think that part of you that's willing to say and admit, I'm lonely, I'm sad, there'll be some trust there if you wait for the answer, as opposed to pushing the answer down.
It's like trusting your gut. But your gut, your
that's the
intuition
second little
gut.
pun you've used. You've also used the word hole in 2 different ways.
Oh, I didn't even mean that.
H-O-L-E, W-H-O-L-E.
Didn't even know that happened. We'll have to look back on the tape.
Yeah. No, that was really interesting. I think that is a really great habit. It's not like the simple things that I put in my post, but maybe something a little bit more, maybe advanced, or just give it a try. There's nothing wrong with stopping a minute and asking yourself what you need.
Oh,
at any time.
At any time.
Are you sad?
There's no
Are you
harm in
lonely?
that.
Are you confused? Are you frustrated? Are you tired?
Yeah.
Like, and let yourself have that. And then I'm sure a part of it is if you can ease that discomfort, the frustration, or whatever it happens to be, you go try to give that to yourself, right?
Yes, in other ways than not food.
Got it.
Whether it's journaling, talking to a friend, hanging out with family, going on a walk. There's so many ways that you could fill that void for yourself instead of going to food. It's the easy route to go to food, but sometimes it's not always the long-term healthy thing to do.
Exactly, which is what we're all about here.
Yes, of course.
Oh my gosh. So this was very, very enlightening.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Of course.
And
Thanks for having me.
You're so welcome. All right. Thanks for watching. Do it with me. Peace.